I love taking pictures, do you? By studying some of the very earliest types of cameras, we can learn how modern day photos work. The very first cameras were called a camera oscura, which comes from two Latin words and mean darkened room. This is because they were room-sized. This camera oscura works on a simple principle that light travels in a straight line. Let me explain. By making a room or a box completely dark and only letting a tiny amount of light in through a very small hole, the small hole limits the amount of light that can enter a very dark box, meaning only the light rays that are traveling in a straight line directly from different points of the object can enter. The image is very dim because the pinhole is very small, which is why you need to keep the room as dark as possible. The object is upside down because light travels in straight lines. In a more modern camera, the light hits the film which has chemicals in it that reacts to light. So it starts changing and it turns the image into a photograph. So are you ready? Smile! Say cheese! A pinhole camera works like a regular camera, except that it does not take pictures but shows real images. It has a tiny hole that allows a narrow beam of light to enter, forming an upside-down reversed image. Here's how you can make one. You will need aluminium foil, waxed paper, one sheet of black construction paper, tape, straight pins, and a Pringle can. Measure 5 centimeters up from the bottom. Make a hole in the center at the bottom of the can. And cut the can all the way around. Cut a circle out of wax paper and tape it over the short part of the can. This will be your viewing screen or film. Put the long part of the can back on the short part and tape the pieces together. For a pinhole to work, the only light must come in through the pinhole. So make it light tight by wrapping foil around the can. Tuck in any excess inside the tube. Roll the construction paper into a tube and insert it partway into the open end of the can. This will act as a light shielding eyepiece for your camera. Now you are ready to use your camera. Place an object under a bright light. Point the pinhole end of the camera at it and look through the black eyepiece. You should see a color image on the object on the waxed paper screen.
Science